Calm.
Calm. I like that word.
Chilly.
Calm. Everyone.
Calm.
Calm.
Without ill.
It's not calm. Calm.
A
A little bit. A little bit long.
Calm.
No, not clom.
Calm.
Calm.
Not CL. That's click. This one, clear. Clock, clock, clock. Clock, 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 clock. That's very definitely clock, clock. But calm means that when you're going into the M, you draw it out a little bit. Calm. If you can't do it, if you say calm, it's fine. So, now we're doing a prediction. What is a prediction?
Prediction. Maybe.
Like maybe, but it's, I'm saying in advance. I predict. I'm saying it, I'm not for sure, but I think this is what's going to happen. Predict.
Happening in the future.
I predict warming weather because it is now April. It happens every year. So that's my prediction. It's April. Every year it gets warmer in April. Prediction. But also, I listened to the weatherman who said, the weather people who have more science equipment, expected rain tonight. Expected rain
Tonight.
very close in meaning. Expected, predicted. The other thing we didn't mention before some of you came in, April Fools.
Yeah, first
What does that mean?
joke.
A joke, yes. April Fools. Okay, so today is the first day of April, and we have class. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Next week, what happens?
We have Zoom class. Oh, next week, one day off.
16, 18, eat. Up there.
All the schools in Hamtramck Public Schools are on Zoom,
Online.
online, except for us. We're not on Zoom. So I'm going to give you on Wednesday, or maybe even tomorrow, I'll give you some homework. Take home. You do it. Boom, boom, boom. And bring it back.
You will check.
Why?
Right.
They're closing the buildings.
15.
This one here,
So next week we have in class.
no class.
No Zoom.
No
No
Zoom.
live.
No, I won't be there. I'm not set up for Zoom this year.
Okay.
They didn't set me up, so. So this is,
10.
10.
what's that date?
Eid.
Eid.
Holiday?
Well, because most of the kids, I shouldn't say all, but not even most, but many of the students in elementary and high school are celebrating Eid, that there will be very few kids coming to school. So they say, we'll do the Zoom. They can stay home. They can be on Zoom, and so we will have classes for them on Zoom, but they don't come in.
Okay, that's good.
But for us, I'll give you things to do. You bring it back here, and you will get credit for ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Just like signing. Okay?
Okay.
Good. And give you something to practice when you're at home. So this day is for me, a very special day because I'm having surgery. Who remembers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eyes.
Cataract surgery.
Cataract.
Do you know cataract?
Laser.
No, he doesn't do laser.
Laser.
No, he actually cuts it. Yeah. The part of your eye,
Yeah.
right here, this is called a lens on my glasses.
Yes.
And it changes the shapes of things. So if I look through here like this, I don't see too well, but if I do like this, ta-da, I can read over there, it says War Secrets.
Clear.
But cataracts mean that this part of your eye that little part in the middle where you look in someone's eye, over time it begins to get cloudy, not clear. So they're going to make a little cut, go take it out with a vacuum. You know a vacuum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Take it out and take a new one made out of artificial stuff and put it in. So it should be clear.
Vacuum cleaner.
Pardon?
Vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner. A vacuum cleaner means it's a cleaner that uses a vacuum to pull air. So, do we know what a vacuum is? What is a vacuum?
Machine.
That's a vacuum cleaner, but what is a vacuum?
Pressure.
Clean.
No pressure. That means there's no air in it. No air. A vacuum means something with no air in it. Vacuum. So, vacuum means they take out all the air. Vacuum. The reason why we say a vacuum is I'm going to use the vacuum to clean the floor. It pulls all everything in.
Yeah.
Vacuum. But if I go to, if I'm in a science room and I have a container with no air in it, it's called a vacuum. No air. If you buy something that says vacuum sealed, it means they took out all the air. Vacuum. It's a funny spelling, you don't see this too often. W. Not many words in English have double U. So anyway, this is next week. Were you here last week? We don't have school next week,
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
We'll just give you work to take home.
Yes.
Yes.
The library will be open. If you come and you want to get something, the library is open, but the schools are not. So, well, I still have my map up here. I want to show you. We did this before.
What house?
What's that?
And drive? What
Yes. When you're driving,
house? Yeah. Room.
there's a piece of the road
What house?
gone. It's called a pothole.
Yes.
When you hit it with your tire like that, maybe your tire goes boom,
A lot of what house?
or your steering. After you go through a pothole, your steering is off. So you have to go take care of that. Potholes.
Spring. Spring season. Spring town.
Thaw.
Oh.
Thaw.
Spring.
Raw. Thaw. What does that mean? Thaw.
Milk.
Melt. Close. So if I said, oh, I have a chicken in my freezer. It's solid. Like, I can't cook that. I need to
No.
Oh.
thaw the chicken. I'm not going to melt it. Melt is like ice cream, turns to liquid.
What?
Ice
What?
melts and becomes water.
But now
When something is frozen and no longer frozen, we say we
No.
thaw. So spring thaw means the ground. If you go outside right now with a shovel and you try to dig a hole, ice. But every day it stays warm, it will begin to thaw. And what happens is when it thaws, that the cement, do we know cement?
Yes.
The cement has little cracks in it. And when the ice thaws, the cement falls out. So we get bad roads. There's a good one on I come down 75 getting onto Kniff. There's a big one there. So I always watch for those potholes. So that's something to be aware of. We have many potholes on the roads in Michigan because we have cold winters and then they thaw, and when it thaws, the ice changes things. But other places have other problems. And
wow, we have
last year, and actually, over during Christmas time, my wife and I went to visit my daughter here in San Francisco, and we drove from here down along here. And it's very beautiful. We went down about maybe right here. Very beautiful along the ocean. What's that word where you have ocean?
Coast.
Coast. The coastline. And you drive one person has to be very careful driving, and then other people get to look. Because you have to pay attention, because
How?
if you go off the road, what happens?
Fall down.
That's it. And they have, in California, they have floods, too much rain, and it washed out part of the road. The road where we were, no longer there. It's pretty scary. So, different things to be aware of. This is our Michigan map. Not gonna use that today. Anything else going on in the news? Where are we? Can you see right here how the land, these rivers come through here? And here. And in this area of Baltimore, do we see Baltimore?
Yes.
Baltimore Bridge.
Baltimore, what happened?
Gate is broke. Broke is gate.
The
Bridge.
The bridge.
Bridge, yeah.
What happened to the bridge?
Accident.
Sheep.
Accident. Demolished.
Accident sheep.
Then, accident.
Ship.
What ship?
What happened? What kind of a ship? Do you remember?
Singapore.
It's from Singapore.
From, yes.
The
Singapore.
shipping.
Steamer ship.
500
Feet long. That's a long ship. That's how long that ship is. And stacked on top of this ship it's a container ship.
Stand ship.
It's called a barge. Shipping. Shipping barge. Inside those boxes, which are like from here to there, tall, full of stuff. And this ship was leaving Baltimore and going to, it's a Singapore ship, but I think they were going to Sri Lanka. I think that's where it was headed. And it hit the bridge and everything, boom! So that Baltimore
Baltimore
Port. A port is a place where ships bring stuff in and send things out. Detroit has a port. They bring in big boats from the river and they bring things to the Detroit area and ship things away, a port city. And so Baltimore is a big one. So it's going to take years to put this back, that bridge back. Hopefully, in the next couple months, they'll open the way so that the boats, the ships can get in and out. It's very big news. Unfortunately, some people that were working on the ship, not on the ship, working on the bridge, went into the water. Some were in their They were working on the bridge, and it hit the bridge, and they could not get off, and they were killed. Some were drowned in their truck. And one of the things that's very interesting about this, that the people, two of the people that I read about that were killed were workers from Mexico and I think Guatemala. Do we know Mexico and Guatemala? Yes, there were people that were immigrant workers coming here to the U.S. And so many people are commenting about the fact that many people who are immigrants like you are making this country work. This is how our country works. For you, it's you. You're the young people. You are making it work. A few generations ago, my family came from other places and came here, and they did the same thing. So this is important because this is a political year, and many people are saying, we don't want any more immigrants. Shut the door. No more immigrants. Too many people from other places, which is crazy because if we don't have people coming from other places, our economy doesn't move. So anyway, this was a horrible event. Lots of people killed. I think 6 or 7. I heard about. If you are here in Detroit and you want to go to Canada, how can you get there?
By car, by bus.
If you go by car, how do you get there?
On the bridge. No
On the bridge,
On underground.
in the tunnel. Bridge, tunnel, underground. Have you been on the bridge or the tunnel? No? I've been on both. The tunnel, very easy, just dark inside, you turn on your lights, you're good. But the bridge is very old. And when there are lots of trucks on the bridge, I don't like it. And the United States and Canada said, we need a new bridge. And I think next year that bridge will open. And you can go on the new bridge from USA to Canada. So there's another bridge in Port Huron. Do you know Port Huron? My map up here. Okay, here we are in Detroit. Right?
Yes.
This is the Detroit area, metropolitan Detroit. And they usually use yellow on a map to show that's where most of the people live. So you see, Detroit is the big one. Over here we have Grand Rapids. Not so big. Lansing, Flint. Up here, a little tiny one here, and up here a little bit. But most of the people in Michigan live in this area. So here in Detroit, we have the bridge and the tunnel, both in Detroit. If you go to 90 or 75, you will see the bridge. Okay,
There's two bridge, the new one and the old one.
the new one's not open
Ah,
yet.
yes, it's supposed to
There's another bridge. You see up here,
Yeah. The nice view.
Port Huron. It's called the Blue Water Bridge. So when someone, for example, many people find it easier rather than take this and go through the city, they go up here to Port Huron. It's 1 hour away. Port Huron. Do you hear the word port?
be. Yes.
It's a shipping port, yes. And you can take the Blue Water Bridge. But even if you don't go to Canada, it's really pretty. It takes 1 hour. Drive for 1 hour to Port Huron, and then after you go to Port Huron, there are beaches. What's a beach? What?
The sands next to the sea.
Or water. So it doesn't have to be the sea, it could be a lake, river. So a place where people go walk on the sand, go into the water, and it's open beach. You can go there, it's open for anybody. It's very pretty by the water. You can watch the big boats go by, go into the water, just past Port Huron. And you can keep going, and all this is many, many beaches here. Public. What does that mean, public?
Everyone
Everyone
can.
can.
Yeah. Not private, you don't have to
That's
pay.
right.
Very pretty. Same thing on this side. Public beaches. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, let's see what we have here for today. This is I think this is a review. We could do this one first. We'll do this one first, then we'll do the other one. Pass those to those guys. Take one, pass one. One more?
Yeah, one more.
try this on your own. And pay attention. You want these to be in the correct order. Okay, if there are little clues in here,
to the bank?
Tuesday. She's big.
What is the sentence?
He went to the store.
That's a sentence. Begins with the capital letter, ends with punctuation. It could be a period, could be question mark, could be exclamation mark. Okay. We have to have a subject, somebody who does something, or something that does something, and then the verb, the action. He went to the store. Then we have phrase. Phrase is a part of the sentence. So, prepositional phrase. Preposition to, he went to the store. So if you say, to the store, what does that mean? It's not the whole thing. It's a phrase. But then we have this other one. A clause. A clause is sort of in between. It's not the whole sentence, but it's a part of it. In this case, they're talking about time clauses, past tense, adverbial. It means it's telling us about something, about the verb.
Went to the store after work. First, he went to the work. Then, after work, he went to the store.
It's a time clause. When did he went?
After
When
work.
did he go? Past
It's
tense.
fast, yeah.
Yes. So this is a clause. So don't be frightened by that word clause. But remember that often, we discuss this,
After work, we went to the store.
Usually, if you put the clause first, you follow it with
Comma,
a comma.
comma.
Slow down. After work, you went to the store. If you don't put it there in your writing, not a big deal, but clause, phrase, and sentence. So let's take a look here and Omar,
Yes.
we'll get you started here up in front. Let's read about Chin's Day.
Alright, about Chin's Day. Yesterday was a busy day for Chan. After she woke up, she took a shower and had breakfast. Before her kids left for school, she packed their lunch and made them breakfast.
Lunches.
Lunches and made them breakfast. Then Chan left for work. After work, she went to the bank to get some cash and then to the dry cleaner to the
Dry cleaners.
cleaner to pack up uniforms. Before she picked up the kids from school, they stopped by the bookstore to get a book for her class. Then she dropped off the kids at home with her husband and left for school. She was tired when she got home that night.
Very good. Notice that there's a couple examples here of ED words that don't sound like ed. So, for example, she stopped, she dropped, stopped and dropped. So let's see what we can come up with here, and we're gonna put down all the things that happened to her. All these verbs, things that happen. What's the first one we can find?
She woke up.
She woke up.
She took a shower.
What else?
She
Took a shower. She took a shower. She made breakfast.
What?
Had breakfast. أول شيء فطرت. لا طبخها.
cakes, like
What else?
cakes, like school.
Baked their lunch and made them before her kids left for school.
Okay. Say it again.
She picked their lunch and made them breakfast. Then she left for before her kids left for school. إلا صلحت لهم فطرتهم وفطرتهم ودتهم المدرسة.
Before the kids left for school, she packed their lunches and made them breakfast. So she packed their lunch, made them breakfast, and
drop
then,
them for the school.
what?
Drop the kids in the school, on the school, in the school. After that, she went to the work, for her work.
She was with the band.
We're good so far?
Yeah, she was with the band.
Teacher before, she dropped the kids.
Does it say that?
Anyone?
The kids left for school. How did they go to school?
With her mom?
Does it say that?
Oh, okay.
The drop the kids off comes later, but this one, you gotta pay attention. Made the breakfast,
She left for school.
then
for
the
work.
kids left for school, but she didn't do it. They just, that's them, not her. Then,
Went to the bank.
she went
To the bank.
she left for work,
After work, she went to the bank.
what did, B-A-N-K, not bank. And what did she do at the bank?
Get some cash.
Got cash? Then what?
Cash. Cash money. Cash.
She got cash. What?
One sentence or two sentences?
Well, these are just things she did. But it says here, after work, you know,
went to
she
the
left
bank.
for work. But it
Then
doesn't
the
say she got to work, but we know she must have. After work, she went to the bank.
Then
The bank, she got cash. And then
the dry cleaner.
she what? Went to,
Dry cleaner to pick up the uniform.
went to, what's a dry cleaner?
Maksala. Wash clothes.
Do we know a dry cleaner?
Sun clothes.
We have a laundry. A laundry is water, soap,
Mix it.
but a dry cleaner uses special chemical for some special clothes, so it doesn't shrink or destroy it. They call it a dry cleaner. Dry cleaner. And what did she do there?
Pick up uniforms.
She picked up uniforms.
Stopped by the bookstore. Then
Okay.
she picked up the kids.
Went to the bookstore.
Pizza, bro. What are you doing? Put it. Don't
Oh.
Went to the bookstore,
To get a book.
got a book.
Get a book for her class. Then she picked up the kids from the school. From school. She dropped off the kids at home with her husband. And left for school. was tired.
There's a couple things in here that they wanted you to pay attention to. The idea of after, before, and when. So this is kind of the order. How many did they have? They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they've got 10, 12 spots. And I've
We have
got
14.
1, 2, we've got 14. So we added to it. So look down here at these examples they give at the bottom. Saeed, read for us in the box down below.
What about time classes in the past tense?
Just reiterate.
My class. She took a shower after she woke up. First, she woke up. Second, she took a shower. He went to the bath before he stopped by the dry cleaner. First, he went to the bank. Bank. Second, he stopped by the dry cleaner. She was tired when she got home. She got home and was tired at the same time.
Notice that when. Same time, after, later, before. Hasn't happened yet. So let's go here. Follow the explanation at the bottom.
Explanation. The time clause can go before or after the main clause. Use a comma after the time clause when it comes at the beginning of the sentence. After she woke up, she took a shower. She took a shower after she woke up.
Notice the first one has the comma, the second one does not.
Before she went to the bookstore, she stopped at the pan. She stopped at the pan before she went to the bookstore.
Yeah. So, give part C a try. I'll give you a few minutes. Flip the page over. And you have to match these up, the main clause with the correct time clause.
I made an appointment for the road test.
Give the whole thing. I'll give you 5 minutes to try this. Pick the correct letter. You have to understand the meaning here as well. Okay, we'll do these together. Zainab, let's read us number 1.
I made an appointment for the road test. After I practiced for
Several weeks.
several weeks.
What does several mean?
Between
Yeah,
1 and 2.
couple, few. It's one of those number words that doesn't give the exact number. Number 2, Kosama.
I left home early and the DMV opened just before I left the DMV that
Okay. Let's take a look here. What is DMV? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
What is a DMV? Anybody remember? Some states have Secretary of State,
pharmacy.
Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV. So, yeah, it's like, do you know Secretary of State?
Yeah.
Where people get your driver's license?
Yeah.
In some states, they have what's called the DMV. DMV. So, okay. So what's the best answer?
Hey,
D,
before I left my DMP, that way.
D, D. After I
Notice the word just. What is that word just?
Just now.
Now.
Just now.
Just
Immediate
and
time.
now.
So what do you think is the best answer?
Before I left.
Before I left the DMV
D,
that day.
When I got
Hey,
there.
number
I left home early and the DMV opened just after I arrived. Now, if you, let's take a look down here at G,
When I got there.
when I got there.
I got there.
You see that?
Yes.
That would work also.
So G or E is
Yeah.
both is good.
I just want to make sure you don't pick something that won't work. How about next one, Kadir, number 3.
Number 2 is best answer.
D.
Number,
The second sentence.
Dear or not.
number 2,
Yeah.
I would say,
D or G.
I would
G.
say D or G.
Because when it is about time,
Yeah.
when.
When I got the
G.
G or G which one?
Number 3.
And number 3, Kadir?
There were a lot of people in the line when I got there.
G.
That makes the most sense to me.
G.
There were not a lot of people in line when I got there that time.
Yeah.
Next one, Kadir?
I was really nervous before I took my test.
Very good. That makes good sense before I took the test.
I was really nervous.
What does that mean?
I felt
What, nervous, what does that mean?
There was this crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, excited, anxious, worried.
Yeah, worrying, yes.
So what did we decide for number 4?
Or C.
see.
C, before I took my test. Oh, a test coming, I'm so worried. Mira?
I felt
Wait.
much.
Okay, number, oh yeah.
I don't much there before I
After I finish the
after I drive.
after I finish.
Before
Last one.
After I finish the test.
sorry, after I got my cleanse
After
license.
finish.
I'll finish the test.
After I finish the test.
After
Do you
I
see,
finished the test.
Amira, letter I, after I finished the test?
The last letter.
What about B?
B.
After I got my license.
Oh.
It would work. It would work. But if we're talking about a story about this person,
About 3 or
probably I is the best answer. Before the test, I was nervous. After the test, I felt better. That follows our story. I is the best answer.
No, sir.
Sarah, number 6.
I picked up my license before I bought my own car. Is it
Make
right?
sense?
B.
What?
After I got my license.
I picked up my license after I got my license. Does that make?
Yeah.
Before I got my car. Before I bought
I
my
think
own
H
car.
is a good answer.
H?
Before I go.
I picked up my license.
Before I brought my own car.
Take a look at letter A.
After.
Take a look at letter A.
Before I wait.
Before I left the DMV that day.
In terms of this story, probably A is the best answer. But these other ones work. They make perfect sense. But giving the storyline about her, I think A is the best. So read it. Read A, Sarah.
I picked up my license before I left the DMV that day.
Yeah. Nifsher, next one, number 7.
I gave all my friends rides to school before I bought my own car.
Yeah.
No.
After I
7,
got
8.
my license. B.
After I got my
B.
license.
Yeah, B.
7, 8.
8. Probably the best answer is after I got my license.
Yeah, B.
Omar,
Eight.
8.
I walk everywhere.
Before I bought my own car.
Makes good sense to me. Before I bought my own car.
Check your before I go
H.
to phone.
Said?
I asked my friends to buy for gas when I didn't have any money.
Some of these you could have more than one and it makes sense, but some of these very specific, like the money, that one, F, for sure. I asked my friends to pay for gas,
Pay for cash when
When
I didn't have any money.
but it's a clue. Okay, let's, the directions for D, Sala, want to read that for us?
Jacob said enough money.
Read the directions first.
Write sentence with
Sentences,
with verbal
clauses.
clauses. Then rewrite the sentence reversing the clauses.
That means if they give it to you before, you're going to put it at the end. If they give it to you at the end, you're going to put it before. Okay? So go ahead, number one, Sala.
Or Jacob said enough money. He bought a new car. When Jacob saved enough money, he bought a new car. Jacob bought a new car when he saved enough money.
Notice the comma.
Yes.
Number two is in it.
Parker opened his own business after he lost his job.
Now reverse it.
After he lost his job, Parker opened his own business.
Very good. Okay, Kosama, number three.
Java finished his test and he asked the teacher
So you want to use the word before.
before Java finished his test. He asked the teacher a question.
Number four.
When it stopped running,
Stopped.
the kids went out to play.
So
The kids went out to play when it stopped running.
okay. So you can use it stopped raining when the kids went out to play, or when the kids went out to play, it stopped raining. If you put it first, you're going to find that comma. Okay. Any questions on this? This is kind of a quick review. Grammar. 2 weeks of review. You gonna look at the old one? funny words, this and that. Often we use this and that to show location.
Close. This
Close.
close we can touch.
That's
Far.
far.
This and that.
Touch.
This pen. That pen. See the difference in closeness? But we also use it to describe things where you wouldn't use the word this. I'll show you how it's different.
I want to tell you something. That is
A thing. Something. A thing.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
The sky is blue.
That's the answer to the thing. The information.
I want to tell you this.
More immediate. I have something to tell you. I want to tell you this. But you wouldn't say, I want to tell you this, the school is blue, or the sky is blue. You don't do it. So this word that is sort of a filler for something that's going to follow. Yep. See you tomorrow. Watch out for potholes. Watch out for bridges that get hit by boats. Watch out for rain washing away the highway. So many things to worry about. I'll see you tomorrow. So let's take a look here, and we'll start on the back this time. Sarah, read us number. Let's have a conversation. We'll pick on you two guys in the back, Saran and Hifshir. Who wants to be the doctor? Okay, Hifshir's the doctor. Saran, you're Ken. Okay, doctor, go ahead.
Okay. I have your test result back. The tests show that you have diabetes. Oh no.
I was afraid of that. It's very common in my family. What should I do?
Well, besides the medication I am going to give you, you should see a cardiologist to make sure your heart is okay. I will have the nurse recommended one of you.
Run for you.
One for you.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, you should try to eat healthier and you should lose some weight.
Oh, no. Okay, my wife has been talking about wanting to lose weight, so we can start eating healthier together. Thanks, doctor. I'll be sure to see the cardiologist right away.
Good. I would like to see you again in 2 weeks to see how the medication is working. Make sure you schedule an appointment before you leave.
Very good. Okay. So, Amira, part B, number 1.
What is King's health problem? The test show that you have diabetes.
So how do we say that? How do we answer this? How do we answer? What's the best way to answer
He
this?
have diabetes.
What is his? So we have to remember.
He have diabetes.
He has diabetes.
He has diabetes.
He has
has.
He has diabetes. That answers the question.
He has.
Number 2, Avir.
Who did the doctor say can?
Wait, read again.
Who does the doctor say can should see? Cardiologist.
To make sure it's fine.
Cardiologist.
Who? Me.
Cardiologist.
Which one?
Cardiologist.
3, Kadir.
What else does the doctor say he should do? You should try to eat healthy and you should lose some weight.
Now notice this is saying, what does the doctor say Ken should do? The doctor says Ken should.
Do.
Eat healthier and
Should
lost
eat.
some weight.
Okay.
Eat healthier. You should try to eat healthier.
Should lose some weight.
And your wife?
Something else.
We good?
Should eat healthier.
What's this word?
Lose.
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 Lose some what?
What?
Weight.
Lose.
This word right here, though. Lose.
Lose some weight.
Lose.
Yeah, I should. You must
Lose. Lost.
weight. Your loss.
Lose.
Yeah, no.
You must lose your weight.
Lose.
Weight.
When my wife
The lose.
Z. Z. Lose.
Lose.
Loose.
Loose.
Like a snake.
Lose.
Something is loose, something is tight.
Loose. Tight.
Oh.
Loose.
Loose, tight. Loose. Lose, loose. Then past tense, lost. Number 4, where are we? Kusuma.
You know,
Do you know anyone who has diabetes?
Yes.
How would we answer that?
No, I don't.
No, I don't,
do.
or
Oh, yes, like
yes, I do, no, I don't. Do you is one of those questions. Okay, yes or no? Okay. Let's go down here to the bottom and just read these Zenit for us.
I should go to the doctor. You should see the cardiologist.
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 Can try to eat.
Ken should try.
Can should try to eat healthier. They should lose some weight.
Very good. Let's give part C a try here. I'll give you, we have a few minutes. Let's see if we can finish this first part. Okay, we'll put these up on the board. Saeed, number 1, read for us.
even should lose weight before eating the surgery.
Excellent. Now try number 2 also.
He should see a dentist about his toothache.
Toothache. Should see. Okay, Omar, next one.
The girls the girl should on sunscreen, put on sunscreen when they go to the beach.
Okay. Okay. Omar, we got to work on this. Your Russian is getting in the way. The first word there is the.
The
Okay. And the next one over there is they go
they go
to the beach.
to the beach. They go to the beach.
Okay. What is, see that word sunscreen?
Sunscreen.
Do we know sunscreen?
Yes.
Green? Notice when you have these long words like this, where you have these combinations here about SC, NSC, you know that there's probably 2 words put together. So look for the words that you know, like sun, and then you get the rest of it, sunscreen. Okay. Should put on. Put on. Put on is sort of an expression. Put on your coat. Put on your shoes. Let's go in the back. Sarah, number 4.
Come on. You should call the dermatologist about that rash on your arm.
Very good. Dermatologist. What's that?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Rash.
Rash? Oh.
What kind of a doctor?
Skin
Skin
doctor?
Cardiologist? Thump, 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 thump. Dermatologist? Skin doctor. Should call. Hipster?
Yeah.
5.
I should take prenatal vitamins since I am pregnant.
Should take.
Should take
What does prenatal mean?
Prenatal.
prenatal vitamins.
Prenatal, what does that mean? Pre. Predict. Pre. Pre means before.
Before pregnant.
Before birth. Natal means birth. Prenatal means before birth. Clue there is pregnant. Okay? Pregnant. Prenatal vitamins are vitamins for a mother before the baby is born. Okay? Number 6, Zenab.
They think their son should visit a psychologist to help him understand the difference.
Very good. Psychologist, what's that?
Mental.
Psychologist.
What is that?
Doctor.
What kind of doctor?
Mental.
A mental doctor, someone for how people feel, how they're thinking, how they feel, psychologist. So we have cardiologist, dermatologist, psychologist.
Yeah.
Okay? Where are we at? Number 7. Colson.
Everyone should exercise and drink at least 8 glasses of water.
Glasses. That's a lot of water. Okay. Number 8.
Do you think I should write a new invitation For minor health.
Very good. Pediatrician, children's doctor. And last one, a beer.
Karen needs new glasses. She should make an appointment with the
Optometrist.
Optometrist. Optometrist.
What the main?
Optometrist.
Eye doctor.
Eye doctor?
Optometrist. We'll see you tomorrow. Inshallah. Have a nice day today. Tomorrow I'll give you some things to take for next week. Okay? All right.
Tomorrow last day?
No, Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
But some of you may skip on Wednesday. Take care, gentlemen. Have a good day. Yes. I'll see what's in there. Just look it up. I'm waiting.
كل ما كان